This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
Welcome back to the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. Rollo's been out and about again talking to a personality from around Geelong Junior Football.
Thank you very much, Tim Mitchell, as we continue the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show on this chilly Friday morning. Look forward to tomorrow morning when you run out on the ground, guys and girls, in the game of netball. Joining us this morning is a lady who has got a terrific background in the world of sporting activities, particularly in the world of netball, and she is a member of the steering committee of Read the Play program. It's a very warm welcome to Brooke Connolly. How are you, Brooke?
Good morning, Rollo. I'm really good, thank you.
You're all well rugged up there against
it's a fresh morning, it is.
It certainly is, and Friday mornings, well, it's always a good morning, the end of the week, and sport tomorrow. Brooke, your involvement on the steering committee of Read the Play has been an extended one. First of all, how have you enjoyed the involvement?
Yeah, it's been a great experience for me. I suppose initially our involvement in the Read the Play Steering Committee came from a project we did in partnership with the Good Sports program, the Good Sports Accreditation program, which is an alcohol management program. So we had some funding through Beyond Blue to look at how mental health could be implemented, mental health initiatives could be implemented in sporting clubs, kind of using the Good Sports framework, so looking at policy development in sporting clubs. So we're doing a little bit of work, I suppose, dabbling in the mental health intervention area, and there was a really strong connection then from that project to then jump onto the Read the Play committee. So it's been a really big learning experience for me. Thinking a little bit about the clinical side, I suppose, of mental health. So it's been really enjoyable so far.
Brooke, going back to your netball days at North Shore, where you were certainly a very, very successful player. The support processes that were available then compared to now, we've made significant steps forward.
Absolutely. I think mental health is something that is talked about a lot more these days. I suppose back when I was a junior, things were sort of swept under the carpet a little bit, and if someone was struggling, you kind of, you'll be right, you'll be fine. And sporting clubs do play a really significant role in supporting people that are going through a hard time, but I suppose it's sort of it was glossed over a little bit. I'm quite envious of the supports that particularly our junior netballers and footballers are getting now, in the fact that they are, being told that it's okay to talk about mental health. We talk about ankle injuries and knee injuries and, and broken bones all the time. So really mental health is another thing that I suppose we can talk about in that sort of light now. So I think this program has gone a long way in identifying some people that might be having some young people that might be having a bit of a struggle, and showing them that there is an avenue that they can, they can approach someone at their club.
And one of the important elements is what I call the communication tripartite between the parent, the junior player, be it netballer or footballer, and the club mentor process, and then probably having to think about it, throwing in the health professional should it need to go beyond that first initial stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way that the Read the Play program has been set up, it's quite a transparent process, and I think having someone in the club that a young person can turn to is sometimes really helpful. Sometimes young people don't want to talk to their parents about what is really going on behind the scenes, and I think peers can play a really important role in saying, hey, I think, so-and-so might have a bit of an issue. Do we need to look at it, and do we need to keep an eye on them? So the program has been set up in a way that everyone's kind of looking out for everyone, and there are some really important messages that are being transferred to the young people and also to the mentors within the club.
And I think you hit on a very key point there. Everyone is looking out for everyone, and that's got to be a message that particularly to the junior footballers and the junior netballers, you've got to think about, guys, because, Brooke, it's not a Dob-in syndrome, is it?
Absolutely not. It's looking after each other. I mean, we see there's advertisements on TV at the moment around young people and the misuse of alcohol, and we know that things happen. We know that incidents happen, but it's looking after your mates and putting your arm around them and saying, "Come on, get yourself out of that situation," or "Here's some help. Here's some help. This is where you can go to get some help." So it's very important. Yeah.
The strength of netball in Geelong, particularly, and talking to you as a former netball great, and I'll use that word very kindly, is growing immensely, and particularly in the junior divisions. When we look at both the GFL and the BDNA and the Cardinia Park courts that are used during the week. It's an enormous growth area as far as junior netball is concerned.
Absolutely. I think you flattered me a little bit there, Rollo. But look, junior sport in general is just booming. You know, we see membership numbers up across a whole heap of sports, and it's really great to see that. You know, netball I think is becoming a lot more professional. You know, particularly with some of the free-to-air matches that we're getting with the Trans-Tasman League at the moment. It's really got a profile at the moment, and I think our local clubs are amazing. There's some terrific coaches out there and terrific support staff that are really paving a huge opportunity for our young netballers. As I said before, I'd love to be a junior again and to be going through those processes that I went through as a junior. Netball's in great shape in Geelong. I can't believe the size of some of the juniors that are getting around these days. I'm short now compared to, I used to be a tall young person. But yeah, I can't believe the height of some of these youngies getting around. But certainly, yeah, the sport's in great shape in Geelong.
And so the continued development of our great game of netball continues as we end this section of our program and throw back to the host with the most, Tim Mitchell.
Thanks again for that, Graham. We'll be back after a short break here on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show.
This show brought to you by Read the Play, Pt2 and Clothing Company, Pt2 International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.